eating this food all my life without having any idea where it comes from.
In Robert Kenner's new documentary, Food Inc., author and investigative journalist Eric Schlosser describes the American food industry as an over-mechanized monopoly in which a handful of corporations produce and sell 80% of what we eat. Schlosser argues that the highly processed food it produces is filled with chemical additives and is nutritionally inferior to natural foods. Other food ethicists appear in the film to echo Schlosser's concerns. The film shows us cattle artificially fattened with high corn diets. Cows, it reminds us, did not evolve to eat corn. According to Kenner's documentary, poultry are also fed chemically enhanced foods, so chickens will grow larger and faster and be ready for market sooner. The film takes us to crowded and dirty cattle feedlots that are a breeding ground for a potentially deadly form of E. coli bacteria.
So that if one cow has it, the other cows will get it.
Fecal contamination can easily result in food poisoning, even death. Janet Riley, Senior Vice President of Public Affairs for the American Meat Institute in Washington, says the industry follows strict safety standards by using clean facilities, sterilized equipment, and FDA-regulated antibiotics.
I found the movie to be a caricature of the industry I know. I didn't feel that it represented it at all. I felt that they tried to condemn the food industry through some anecdotes, through showing some very unusual practices.
Janet Riley insists that the meat industry today produces safe, affordable food for the country's growing population.
Most of the food we consume in the U.S. is perfectly safe.
Caroline Smith DeWall, Director of Food Safety for the nonprofit Center for Science in the Public Interest, agrees to a point. DeWall says locally produced food usually arrives at our tables sooner and fresher, often tastes better, and we can learn firsthand how it is grown. Farmer James Bourne from Calvert County, Maryland, sells his produce in local farmers markets like this one in Old Town Alexandria in Virginia.
I have personal relationships with my customers, and so they're always welcome to come and see what I'm doing. We're a family operation. My family has owned this farm since 1690. It's intense, but I love it.
Customers love it too.
It's the taste, it's the atmosphere, it's kind of knowing who you're buying your food from and how they raise their chickens or how they grow their food, and it's just great.
Everything's fresh and homegrown and tastes much better.
We like the market very much. In fact, we were just told that this was picked yesterday and we're going to eat it today, so we can't get fresher than that.
But all that fresh local food grown on small-scale farms is also more labor-intensive to produce and more costly to market than foods grown conventionally on distant mega farms. So, is the consumer really better off? Again, Janet Riley.
And there's definitely a romantic love affair that's occurring with this sort of peasant agriculture. But for those people who are very confident in the food system, as I am, who are looking for value, who are struggling to make ends meet, they need to have those options too.
But Caroline DeWall says that customers have the right to know where their food comes from.
You can't market food grown on a farm but produced in a factory. You need to be honest about what you're selling.
And that's the central theme of Robert Kenner's new documentary, Food Inc., as it takes on the American food industry and joins the continuing debate over the quality and safety of the nation's food. Penelope Poulou, VOA News.